Dhaka, Bangladesh, 2013. A collapsing building shakes the city. 1,129 people dead. Among the corpses and rubble, textiles destined for the West, illegally produced under unsafe conditions. Their buyers? Multinationals like Walmart, Primark, Bennett, and other transnational corporations, or TNCs. All over the world, people are fighting against the domination of these corporations. Privately owned corporations control natural resources, the mobility of workers, data, and capital. They influence what we eat, what we do, and even what we think. Corporate capture refers to the massive socio-economic power of corporations as they limit the sphere of influence of governments and intergovernmental organizations. They create their own treaties and even create their own justice through investment dispute settlement bodies. Can there really be justice when the accused decides who is guilty? Since the Second World War, transnational corporations have made their own rules. Governments even supported this at first. But since the 1970s, a battle has been raging to regulate these corporations. Despite this, the globalization process has remained firmly in the hands of the TNCs, under the guise of self-regulation or market economy. Is nothing being done about it? Well, efforts to introduce restrictions and regulations on transnational corporations have slowed down over the last 20 years. Without these regulations, TNCs and their stakeholders can operate with impunity and escape all obligations, liabilities, and responsibilities. The existing self-regulatory mechanisms have failed to deliver justice to those who suffer from the criminal activities of TNCs. The Bangladeshi workers never received justice, nor did the thousands of other victims of abuse by transnational corporations. There is still hope, however, because multilateral organizations can regulate transnational corporations through legally binding conventions and intergovernmental measures. In June 2014, the UN Human Rights Council adopted a resolution to end corporate impunity for human rights violations and environmental destruction. The Treaty Alliance organization is working with more than 1,000 civil society organizations and individuals to ensure that this resolution is upheld. We need to make sure that states monitor and regulate companies. States cooperate on the liability and accountability of transnational corporations. International monitoring and accountability mechanisms are in place. Victims, whistleblowers, and human rights defenders are empowered and protected, and that all these institutions are safeguarded from corporate influence. Global governance must begin to put the rights of individuals, communities, and the environment above the rights of corporations.